Greetings friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I would like us to look at two pairs, AUDCAD and New Zealand dollar CAD. These are pairs which I've been following for some good time, and I believe that we shall have some strong selling opportunities this year and next year. It may even go up to 2027 when we are still selling. So let's look at the ideas that I'm looking at. I am using daily weekly charts for both pairs. I am using weekly charts for both pairs, and we can see that first of all, beginning with AUDCAD, a weekly chart has this move to the upside, this strong move from here up to this zone, and then we had a move to the downside, a move up, a move down, and a move up. Now, what we can see is that price created a ceiling. This is a rejection, this is a rejection, this is a rejection, and we can also call this a rejection since it lies within the same zone as these previous rejections. So in my opinion, we are trading what looks like a rectangle on a weekly chart, whereby this is the bottom of the rectangle. We also have this rejection and this rejection. And then we have this upper rejection. So this is the bottom and this is the top. So price has been bouncing up and down within this rectangle or this consolidation on a weekly chart. But being a weekly chart, the gap or the range of this rectangle is good enough to be considered for trading on lower time frame. Now, when we look at the extreme right, we can see that price formed a nice pattern, which I may call a flag. This is a channel or an equidistant channel line pattern. We can see that after this move, we formed a flag. You may call it an equidistant channel line pattern, whereby this is the upper line of the equidistant channel line pattern, and this is the lower line of the equidistant channel line pattern. So we can see that as price was moving up, it was being controlled by this upper line and this lower line. Recently, we saw price successfully breaking the lower line, and since then, price has never gone back into this equidistant channel line pattern. So to me, the break of this equidistant channel line pattern from the lower side is an indication of strong sellers in the market. Therefore, I would be happy to see price eventually continuing the downside to come and touch this bottom of the rectangle, or even break it and continue all the way into this next key level. So for now, this break to me confirmed sellers in the market, and whether we get a move up back into this zone or it doesn't reach there, to me, I am no longer looking for buying opportunities for this pair. Instead, I'm looking for selling opportunities. So as you can see, I already have some small orders without stop loss, without take loss, without stop loss and without take profit. These are very small orders. But when I get more confirmations on higher time frame, I will be able to continue selling, especially if I confirm that price will not break this red line above. I'll be able to add in more orders. So if I get a pullback, if price can come back and retest this zone or this equidistant channel line pattern again, I'll be putting in a bigger order, looking at selling all the way to break this key level and continue into this other level. So as I said, this being a weekly chart, it means that the selling will take some good time. It may take a year, it may take even years, but we shall continue updating weekly, step by step. Let's look at the next pair, and this is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, we can see that on a weekly chart, we have this move from up to the downside into this zone. We had a move to the upside into this zone and a move to the downside. A move to the upside, which move here formed an equidistant channel pattern like we saw with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We can see the price kept bouncing up and down, but recently it was able to successfully break below the lower line of the equidistant channel pattern. So an indication that sellers are strong enough, and most likely we will see price continuing all the way into this key level, and if possible, breaking it to form a new lower low. We can take note of this rejection, and now we also had this rejection. So these two rejections up are likely to continue holding price. In other words, price may not close above this line here or this zone for some good time. We may see it continue to be rejected, like with this. We have this rejection, and now we got this rejection recently. So in my opinion, price is likely going to continue downwards to make the second rejection or break and push to the downside. So that's how I am looking at these two pairs. And at the same time, we can see that I already have some small orders there without stop loss, without take profit. I intend to hold for a long period, as long as the selling momentum will continue to exist. I'll continue holding these orders. Otherwise, my attention now, like I said, is on the move to the downside. I'll ignore all buying opportunities, and if price comes back into this zone, I'll be looking for more entries, this time with bigger lot sizes, because I don't think that price will be able to break this key level or close above it. So let's see how they play out in the remaining part of this month, next month, as well as the remaining part of this year.